Hello, Hive team. I am going to do a quick training on how to connect to your community on your Facebook page or your Instagram account or your Snapchat or your Periscope or whatever you use on social media. And how to create a space where your customers engage and feel comfortable and buy from you. So growing a Facebook page or a Facebook group starts with consistency. So posting 1 to 2 times a day is your end goal. Don't start off doing that right away because it can get annoying and people may unfollow you because of it. So if you're just starting out or if your group's been sort of dead for a while, I would suggest doing 1 post a day for a couple weeks. You can use Cinch Share. You can use, what's the one that Emily suggested? Buffer is another one that you can use. It's an app that you can use to schedule posts. You want them to vary between interactive. You also want to post flat lays and styling tips. Just make sure that they're on topic. Don't just post some random meme that has no place in your shopping group. I see that done sometimes and I think, what is going on here? So making posts that are personal, they're intentional. You bring up maybe your family or a hobby or a trip, something that shows the personal side to you, and then connect Agnes and Dora in with that. So was the trip possible because of your Agnes and Dora sales? Do you look super cute for a date night in the new fits dress? Things like that, so that customers can see, okay, this is a brand that's accessible. This is a brand that I can wear to the grocery store and look like I have my act together. So setting that level of comfort with yourself, so showing that you feel comfortable in the clothes, that you feel confident in the clothes, will in turn show the customers that they also can feel confident and comfortable with the clothing. Once the customers get to know you on a personal level and you get to know them and you start to see some of the same names and faces, you can start conversations. I try to respond to most comments on the page. I think engaging customers is not just a smart business tactic, but if someone leaves a comment on a page, it's just common decency to reply, right? I mean, that's sort of the point. If someone were to ask you a question in real life, you wouldn't just ignore them. So making sure that you're setting aside time daily to check into your page and see if there's any unanswered questions. I personally have my page set to admin only posts. There's a couple customers that I've approved to post as well, just because I know that when they post, it's going to be something cute, probably themselves in an outfit. And once you start to have customers posting on your page, that's when you know that you're in a groove, you're doing the right thing. And then you can step back and not have to post as much. The idea with posting consistently is that you want your group to pop up in your members' feeds. So they don't necessarily have to come to the page to see what's going on. They'll see one of your pictures because another person has commented on it. They'll see it in their feed and they'll say, ooh, I wonder what's happening over on Missy's page today. And then they'll hop over, because you're not going to have customers that check into your page daily. It's not going to happen. I mean, there may be 1 or 2, but I don't see that happening, as a regular thing. So starting conversations, creating that community, and building that level of trust so that people then trust you. They trust what you're saying. They don't think that you're just trying to sell them something to make a buck. You are selling them this particular item because you know that they will feel confident in it, that it will accentuate their curves and hide that tummy that they're self-conscious about. And when you know people on that level, you're able to make personal shopping recommendations. I have a number of customers that I know their style, and I see a print and I know this is going to look great on April, and I send her a message. Sure enough, she buys it. I mean, I have a number of those types of customers. So don't be shy, be confident. I think that's probably the biggest thing, is being confident and just putting yourself out there. I know it's scary, I know it's uncomfortable, but you are running a business. you are the one that's out there anyway. So why not just do it, balls to the wall and do it. Hiding and kind of being shy and, oh, I don't know if I want to post this. Nobody wants to buy from that. People want to buy from someone who tells them what to buy. This dress is going to look fantastic on you, or you're going to feel awesome when you put on this Austin. I feel like a fairy princess when I wear mine. Yeah, so just being confident. I think that is, it all starts with that confidence. And if you're not confident, then let's get you there. What is holding you back from that? What are those stumbling blocks? You're not an outgoing person. Great, that doesn't matter. You don't have to be outgoing to take a picture of yourself. You don't have to be outgoing to strike up a conversation with someone. You do have to be confident, and you have to be comfortable in your own skin and in your own group. And in turn, others will be more comfortable too. The next thing that I would touch on would be, so after your, sorry, I just lost my train of thought. After you create that comfort through confidence and connection, we're going to have the final kind of phase where the customer feels comfortable, feels confident, feels empowered, and then purchases. So you're not just going to have people come in your group and be like, oh, that top looks cute, I'm going to buy it. Maybe initially, if you're launching, but repeat regular customers are grown through time and energy and intentionality. They're not just going to pop in. We're not a fad. We are a clothing company that is growing, and we have staying power. So what that means is, Nordstrom was not built overnight. They are Nordstrom because they have a high level of customer service, because they carry high quality products. They connect with their customers. When you walk into a Nordstrom, I always have someone come up and ask me if they can help me. Their return policy is phenomenal. So creating that type of culture takes time, not just for Agnes and Dora as a whole, but for you personally, with your shop, with Agnes and Dora by Melissa. How am I using Agnes and Dora as a company who sets the bar with quality and value? And how am I compared to that? How am I, sorry, I gotta turn my notifications off. How am I helping that? Am I adding to the brand, or am I taking away from the brand? Do I have bargain hunters in my group because I've set up a culture of discount where they're just looking for the next promo? Or have I set up a culture of, you're worth it, and so is this top. So when you buy it, you're going to feel fabulous, and then you're going to want to come back for more, because that's what we do here. We want to empower these women to put themselves first for once. I can't tell you, I've probably shopped at the thrift store for many, many years. One, because it was cheaper, and two, because I just didn't really care. I didn't know to care, I guess. I've never really been into fashion. Just wasn't really my thing. I don't know if it was a confidence thing, or if I just had other things that I was interested in. But when I kind of found my way into Agnes and Dora, I realized that having a closet full of other people's clothing, other people's discarded clothing actually, was not doing much for my self-confidence. Most of the items were ill-fitting, if I'm being completely honest. I found some pretty good deals, like 7 jeans and some Hudsons that are staying with me. But for the most part, these cheap, Old Navy tank tops and things like that, they were doing nothing for me. And I think that was showing in my personal life, in my personality. So by wearing these, high quality clothes that are made in the USA, hand picked by our owner, and these styles that were created, some of them were created personally by her with, a certain shape in mind. I really feel like that breathes new life into a closet, and it's piece by piece. It's not going to happen. Again, it's not going to happen overnight, but as you grow your own style in your own closet, you will then be able to help others do the same. And that comes from having a community in your group. So I hope this gets you guys off to a good start. And I know I've talked with a couple of you guys about some very specific things that you can do to improve your consistency and your connection with your group, but you can always reach out to me personally, and yeah, we can talk about some ideas. So I hope this is encouraging and that you're able to start it right away, because I know big things are happening and I can't wait to see where we end up. Bye, guys.